Good morning, Associated Press, Politics. I just found you on Twitter. My name's Barry Johnson. I'm running for president. I'm a registered independent with Federal Elections Commission. The reason I'm running for president is that Barack Obama stole my blessings twice. First in Crestline, California, the day before he went on Oprah with such great fanfare that he blew Hillary out of the water. Second time, almost 4 years later, with Mitt Romney in the lead by 10 or 12 points, Secret Service agent blocked my way on Beach Boulevard, Highway 39, just kitty corner from Knott's Berry Farm. I said to the agent that morning, I'd like to push the crosswalk button so I can cross the street, and he stepped in front of me. I scanned across the intersection trying to figure out what was going on, and there were 3 more of these men. As you know, they dress plain clothes. And I said, "Sir, you're a secret agent. I don't want the president near me." He said, "Barry, if you do anything to the president, I'll take you to the ground." You see, he knew my name before he got there. And I said, "Well, I'm going that way because I don't want him to touch me." And he stepped in my way again. In that moment, Barack Obama slapped me on the shoulder and ran across the street. The Secret Service agent could see I was upset, and he says, "Barry, what happened? Tell me what happened." And I said, "Sir, Obama flipped the election by shaking my hand the day before he went on Oprah. Do you remember how Hillary was in the lead, and with such great fanfare, she was blown out of the water?" And he said, "Yes. What are you saying?" I said, "Well, that's why I tried to get away from him today, so that he would not use my blessings." And we've seen what he's done with it. It's not been good for anybody, including their Arab Brotherhood. So I went to D.C., first called and wrote, and filed with Federal Elections Commission as an independent. Gone back there once to check and make sure everything's put together, because my brother stops me from trying to run for president. We'll get into that story some other time. But now my campaign, in my campaign I only take $5 donations. My belief is that big government is the problem. They're in debt and they can't help but spend. They're like 3-year-old kids in a candy store, and they're going to get sick and crash this country. I believe my blessings are real enough. I've traveled this coast to make us oil independent, starting in Taft, California, through Texas, Mexico, New Mexico, Arizona, on into Arkansas, Louisiana, all the way up through the 70, 2 trips by train to Washington, D.C., New York. I've covered this country, restoring normal rain in Texarkana, Texas, when Governor Perry couldn't do it. He pulled Christians together in the Coliseum and they never got rain. That's why I went to Texarkana to get rain. The next day it had been raining normal ever since. I've got the phone number of the landlady. We can go talk to her. So I run for president. Now, recently, you can look at my timeline on Facebook. One Sunday morning I started praying for the eradication of Ebola and the hysteria. The hysteria pretty well dived down to nothing in this country that very morning. The Ebola has been backed way down and it's almost gone. About 8 weeks ago now, USA Today said it was less than 10%, even in the areas where it started. So as my blessings grow, I'm asking God for more and more. And I started on Arab Responsibility, a program that to me means that for the first time the Mideast will make themselves responsible and build their own coalition. Just this morning, Laura Ingraham is reporting that the French have put a flat top in with their bomber support to help in the Mideast against ISIS. So my campaign grows in influence. Oil independence is a big part of getting the Mideast settled down. So I run for president. My address is 844 South Washington. I'd love to speak to one of your reporters, Junction City, Kansas, 66441, just a mile off the 70. It's not hard to find. So thank you, Associated Press. Please consider my campaign to restore peace in the world.